Welcome to How Now, the podcast where we talk about how to live in the now. And here's your host, Kim Martin-Raymond.
Peace and blessings, love and light. This is Kim Martin-Raymond, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And it is Wednesday, and it's time for this week's episode of the How Now podcast. But guess what? We're on assignment this week, and we'll be on assignment until September 8th, because we are filming live here in Belanger, Haiti. Peace and blessings, love and light. This is Kim Martin-Raymond, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And I am here at the airport in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. My bags have been picked up. See, we got all of our bags here, some items that we were bringing to help in some of the relief effort. There goes the duty-free store where my husband is exchanging some currency. And not even 30 minutes ago, it was a zoo in here. People were picking up their bags. And it's very common for the people here to ask, do you need a cart? Do you need help carrying your bags? And, they'll ask you repeatedly. And then once everybody's collected their bags, then off they go. And it looks like this. And when the next flight comes in, this place will be crawling with people. And that's just one way that people are able to, earn money by coming and helping people and assisting them with their bags. So I'll try to see if I can come back and let you see what happens once the next flight comes in. Until then, I say peace. As you can see, the number of people has increased exponentially. This went from an empty area to now an area full of people coming to meet with others, to conduct mission work, to come and help again in the relief efforts that are going on here in Haiti. So we're excited about the work that's going to be done, the people who we're going to connect with. This is truly a blessing. People are here to do the work. So those who say people aren't here to be boots on the ground, they're here on the ground. They're masking up. They're making sure that they're being safe. And they've done a wonderful job of making sure that we were all COVID tested and made sure that we were cleared to be here. So they took all the precautions to make sure that the people who are coming here are not going to put the people who live here in harm's way. So they are really making sure with the mask mandates that people are masking up and that people are being safe. So we're seeing a lot of that here. Again, we're here at Port-au-Prince, at the airport here in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. We are now in the car exiting the airport, where it is a little bit of mayhem because there are a lot of people who want to help you with your bags, and they're insistent up until the time you get in your car to carry your bags to help, and it's very difficult because sometimes you say no because we have people who are already designated to carry our bags. But we are on our way to Belanger with my husband Gerard, with the CEO Luther, and another gentleman who helps out when we come to Haiti. His name is Everson. He's up there in the front. And a big help to us when we come here. So we are on our way to Belanger, which is going to be a little bit over an hour from here. So we are just getting out here on the roads. This is the area that is by the airport here in Port-au-Prince. Yes. And we are on our way to what's going to be our home base for the next 8 days. We are still en route to Belanger. I just want you to see some of the traffic. Most of the people either get around on foot, or they're on mopeds, or they're in little pickup trucks that are called tap-taps, where the people sit on the back of the pickup truck and they're taken from where they need to go. You can see that the streets are extremely congested, and it can be a little dangerous, so people are cautious as they're going. But these are the primary ways. This is just a typical day in the life of the people here in Belanger. Like I said, a lot of mopeds, and it's not uncommon to see as many as 5 people on the mopeds at one time. Okay, if you look to the right, you'll see another little tap-tap, what I was talking about, the little pickup truck that we just passed. That's called the tap-tap. Let's see if I can, there are some that are on this side as well. They're the little pickup trucks with the covers on them. Those are called tap-taps. And that's a major way that a lot of the people here in Haiti get around. That's a tap-tap right there. So as you can see, the streets are extremely congested. There are no traffic signals, so people just maneuver and make their way to their destination. So it's a challenge, but this is life here in Haiti. We are coming up on the stretch of land where the house is that we stay in. This is the road. We're approaching the house. The house is going to come up on our right. We're approaching it now. And we are here at Luther's home here in Belanger. So we have made it. We are here, and the excitement begins. Peace and blessings. I'm back, and this is one of the main roads. What's coming down the road right now is what's called a tap-tap, and that is a way that they travel when they're going from place to place. A lot of people usually sit in the back, and they tap with a rock. Tap, tap. That means that they're ready to get off. It's their stop. And that's just one of the modes of transportation outside of the cars and mopeds that are around here. This is an area in Belanger. It's just dusk now, so it hasn't quite gotten dark yet. But this is one of the areas where we've started putting some of the solar panel lighting. So as you can see, right now it's still light, but it gets extremely dark. But if you look up here, that's one of the solar panel lights that we've put up. And we have several of them going down this path, and as it gets darker, they'll start to light up. Okay? This is one of the young ladies who helps. Say hi! Yes, that's one of the young ladies who comes and helps here at the house. And what we're doing is we're waiting for our volunteers to come, Steve and Lauren, and we're excited about what we're doing, excited about what's about to happen tomorrow. So we're just patiently waiting for them to come. So stay tuned. It's just a few minutes from when I just recorded, and it's starting to get progressively darker. But I'm excited as I look down the road. You can see little spots of light. That's where some of the solar panel lights are that we've put on the road. And Gerard is walking down the road. a little bit because there's another solar panel light that we put up. You can see it just in between those trees a little bit. I don't know if I can spread it out a little bit. No. But there's a solar panel light there. And if you look down the road, you see some lighting there as well. And we're excited about that. Those are some lights that we've been progressively putting in over the last couple of months and years that we've been here. So that's exciting to see. All right, again, we're still waiting for Luther and our volunteers to come. We heard that they're just down the road picking up gas, and then they'll be here. So stay tuned. It looks like our guests have finally arrived. Our guests are here. It is Lauren and Steve. Hello. Welcome. They are here. We're excited. These are our volunteers who will be here for our stay. They're making their way inside. Here they come. They're coming into the compound where we are staying. And we're excited that they're here. We are here again with our volunteers and with Luther, and we're unpacking some of the things that were brought in. And right here in front of me, this beautiful young lady here is Lauren Brown, and she is one of our volunteers who will be assisting with our event tomorrow, so we're excited. Behind her is Steve Augusta. They're here from Chicago. And Lauren, you're from Michigan, correct?
I am from Michigan.
She is from Michigan. Chicago born. Steve is here from Chicago, and they flew in late last night, and are joining us now. And we're starting to pull out some of the things that we'll be using for the event tomorrow. We've got some tables. We've got a lot of things that were brought in by us, via plane. So, we are able to carry in about 70 pounds worth of stuff. So you bring some of the things that are difficult to find here in the States. So they begin to put stuff together. So we're just excited that they're here. We're excited about the things that we're going to be doing at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's when our event will be taking place. So we'll be talking this evening about some of the things that we're going to be doing to prepare for the wellness fair that we're doing. We're going to be doing diabetes and blood pressure testing. We're going to be giving out knapsacks for the children for back to school, full of supplies. So we're getting things together. So let's listen in real quick. So Luther's talking a little bit about how things are going to be set up tomorrow. He's speaking in Creole because we have young ladies and gentlemen here who speak Creole who are going to be helping as well. So we have some who are boots on the ground here, as well as those of us who speak English. So we're able to have translators, and we're able to get our information out. So we're going to stop right here as we're getting prepared for the things that we're going to do, and then we'll be back. Here are some of the backpacks that we had prepared for the children. We had to get some smaller bags for some of the children that were 3 and were not able to carry the standard sized bags. And then we also had prepackaged supplies in some of the bags, and Lauren and I took time to tailor some of the bags for the younger children to make sure that some of the items that they didn't need were put in bags for the older children, and we supplemented those with crayons and glue sticks and other things that were more age appropriate. So we spent a better part of an hour or so just making sure that we had those specialty bags for the younger children, and then made sure that we had adequate supplies in the bags for the older children. And then Luther and Gerard spent time making sure that all of the volunteers, both from the States and our volunteers in Haiti, had all of the t shirts that they needed to be easily identified during the event. And after a hard day's work, we sat down to a lovely dinner of rice and beans and legumes and prepared ourselves for our event for the next day. Peace and blessings, love and light. This is Kim Martin-Raymond, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And you are looking at the truck that is getting things ready for our event that's going to take place today. We have some of our workers over here. They're working on putting the popcorn in bags for the families that are going to be coming through. They're going to get popcorn and a drink at the end. We have people who are inside who are working on the videos, making sure that the diabetes video that we have set up for them in Creole is set up. So things are beginning to formulate. Things are beginning to take place. So we are working diligently on that. So we are excited. We're excited about what's happening. Good morning. We're excited about what's happening, and we're looking forward to the event that's going to take place. So stay tuned. We are on our way to the site for today's event. This is an area of Belanger. If you look up to your left, you'll see a solar panel light. Oh, actually it was to the right. We'll see if we see more solar panels that were installed along this route. That's going to be leading to the school where we are going to be doing our event today. People on the side of This is a Friday. We have some people that at work. School has not started yet. It will start in September for the children here. But we are going to go to a school where we'll be giving out backpacks and doing some testing. So we're getting ready to turn down the road where the actual school is. And we'll be there momentarily. I'm here, of course, with the CEO and president of the TOME Foundation, Luther Francois. He is our driver. And we'll be going to get things set up for the event that will be starting very soon. But otherwise, it is a typical day here in Belanger. And we're getting ready to come up on the school. It is here on my left. One of our board members is here already. We're going to be turning around to go into the school. One of our Haitian board members, his name is Richard, is here.
Oh my gosh, I got a baby. Yeah, a baby. Oh, what a baby.
And there he is, and also the director of the school. And we are here. This is the name of the school. I know it's difficult to see. go ahead and get out so you can see the name of the school. The Loge Nouvelle Horizon de Cabaret. That is the name of our school here. And we're going to go ahead. We'll be going in here. You see some of the children that are present already. And we'll take a little bit more footage in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Peace and blessings, love and light. This is Kim Martin-Raymond, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And we are getting ready to start our event. We're going around. Lauren Brown and a couple of the volunteers are going to be giving out masks to the families and are going to be going about making sure that their temperatures are taken as well. So we're sure that no one is at risk in this area. So they're doing that right now. They're distributing masks. You see some of them have packages, and we're giving them reusable masks that they can clean, and they'll take those. And they are going to be given 5 each. So we're going around making sure that temperatures are being taken and that everyone is safe. So they are checking, making sure that everyone is okay. And then once they do that, they're going to be taken to this area where they are going to have their blood pressure and their blood sugar taken. Then they'll go over to another area where they'll be given popcorn and a drink at the end. But they also will be going inside the school. We have a list of children that are members of this particular school. They'll be given backpacks, which are in this box. They're prepackaged backpacks that have school supplies in them. And then they will also be given a hygiene kit, similar to this one. And then they will be given a flashlight, as it's dark in a lot of areas here, so they'll be given a flashlight from the TOME Foundation that they can use at night. So that will be given to them as part of a takeaway for them. So they'll have the hygiene kits, they'll have the flashlights, they'll have a prepackaged book bag because school will start for them in September. So we'll be preparing and continuing to distribute the masks and take the temperatures to make sure all our children are safe. And then we will get started. We'll see you soon. At this point, we have pictures that are showing families as they are entering the gate and lining up for our event. Luther Francois is seen next with a thermometer in his hand, preparing to check temperatures for the families as they come in. Our volunteers, of course, are masked up and with their gloves on, ready to distribute items to our families. And here again, we have a shot of the area where we were going to be doing the blood glucose and blood pressure testing. We have some families that have come to the table and are beginning to have their screenings done, as myself and Lauren prepared them. And inside, the gentlemen were preparing the backpacks, flashlights, and hygiene kits for distribution. Here we have a picture of 2 of the gentlemen who received their backpacks and their hygiene kits and masks, and they've got some lovely smiles on their faces. Then we have some other children who received their popcorn and drinks that were given out once they got their supplies and their families finished their screenings. It was a wonderful effort by all of our volunteers who were there. So we were happy to have done the work. But before we left, Luther went upstairs with the director of the school to be shown a second floor that is being built at the school so that they can house more children and provide more scholarships for children to be able to come in and get the education that they seek. Now, the space that was being shown was going to be ready, hopefully, in 2 weeks. So they have a lot of work to do. The work to be done is yet to be done. And so we're working diligently to help and to assist in the efforts of the construction as well. And with that, we packed up and we took off down the road in preparation for our next assignment in Okaye. But as far as the College Noval Horizon de Cabaret, we were all done. This will conclude part 1 of Mission Haiti and this week's episode of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. Please join us next week for part 2 of Mission Haiti, next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until I see you the next time, I say peace.